Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. In the last episode, we went to Ice Ring Isle and got the Iron Boots, and in this episode we're going to do a little bit of exploring, starting with Windfall Island. I was going to meet you up by where this guy is, but unfortunately when I got close enough to him he started speaking, so we're cutting in at a bit of an awkward moment. Yo, hold up. What's a kid like you doing out at a time like this? Are you out to take a look at the heavens too? In that case, you'd get a better view from over here. A lot of people collect things as a hobby. Me, I just like to sit and gaze at the night sky. That's all the hobby I need. If you have anything that's good for looking at the night sky, have a look at that moon. I highly recommend it. Now, we do want to show him our pictograph, but you can't from here. But that's okay. There's another reason I wanted to meet you here while it's nighttime. There is one more thing we can do with the Ferris wheel, now that we have the fire arrows. So, what do you say we equip the fire arrows? Oops, I forgot about that. First things first, let's talk to the guy and see what he has to say about us starting the thing back up again, because I forgot to do that last time. Here he is. Fine night, isn't it? Well, would you look at that? The Ferris wheel just started moving all on its own. Somebody must have started it up. I wonder who got the thing going again. I don't know who it was or where he is, but he must be one nice guy. Assuming, of course, that he is a guy. Well, seeing as how it's finally moving again, you should go for a ride while you have the chance. You can jump into the gondola seats just around the corner from here. Trust me, little man, it's fun. Fine night, isn't it? This tower was originally used as a lighthouse for Windfall Island, you know. Yeah, it used to send a bright shaft of light onto the night sea, sort of a safety beacon. But that was quite some time ago. Even now, what's left of that lighthouse's illumination device still spins around up top all night, every night. But its fire remains extinguished. Isn't that a sad story? And it doesn't have to be. I bet that thing would still light up again if someone could just get a spark of the fire inside it. Well, what do you say we try to make that work? Oh, I missed the gondola. Can we get the next one? Alright. This is, unfortunately, something that you just have to wait for. You need to go all the way up to the top and hope that the torch is in the right position, and then you shoot a fire arrow. And I missed. Let's try again. Unfortunately, there's quite a cooldown on your fire arrows. I'll give it one more try, and then if I have to cut to it, I will. There's a few other things that we need to do here, both at night and during the day. Now that we've been to the Forsaken Fortress for the second time and the pirates have rescued the other girls, they'll be back here, and we'll have quests that we can do with them. One of which was that girl that I said should be here, and I was being quite silly because I forgot she was still in the Forsaken Fortress. There's also a couple of NPCs that have changed places, and now that I have over 20 skull necklaces, I'd like to try to turn at least one set of those in. I didn't think that would work. That was wishful thinking right there. Ugh! That's because I was aiming too low. Alright, I'll see you when I've got the shot in. Next try. And that will make a chest appear. I'm pretty sure that if you went to that platform south and looked close enough, you could probably see the chest just translucent. But regardless, we know it's there now, and we also probably know what's in it. Oh, we're already going south. Perfect. Off we go. We should have more than enough magic for this, especially because we have double magic. Unfortunately, now that we have double magic, a minigame has opened to us that I don't particularly care for, but we gotta do it. Watching the shadow. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Oh boy. Okay. I thought I overshot. That's why I pulled the leaf out again. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. That is a piece of heart. I was expecting a treasure chart. I guess there's some things that I still don't know about this game. That means I have to play it many more times, right? That's how that works. Up, we've got a wiggling post box. That means we've got mail. So let's check it out. Good evening. Letters for Fyra. We have 2 letters. These both unlock after you beat the Helmarok King. Here's your letter. This parcel has been sent cash on delivery. Postage due is 201 rupees. Will you pay? In other words, have you found the wallet upgrade yet? To the esteemed Mr. Fairy Person, thank you very much for your purchase. Enclosed is an incredible chart. This chart will show you where you can find the Triforce charts. I want you to use it to find lots of them. They are my favorite kinds of charts. And also, sir, have you been checking your Tingle chart? Have you seen those giant fairy marks? Follow the chart to them and your fortune will increase greatly. Tingle. You got the incredible chart. Now you know where all the Triforce charts are hidden. That's positively incredible. Press up on the D-pad and check your charts to view it. Here's your letter. How have you been, big brother? I'm here on the pirate ship writing you this letter. Isn't that neat? At first I was really scared, but they're all actually nice. For pirates, I mean. Mr. Gonzo is a really big guy, but ever since Miss Tetra left, he's been crying like a baby. It's kind of funny, but sort of sad, too. Nudge is a little strange, but nice, too, and as for Senza, his beard makes him look pretty mean, but he tells really cool stories when he gets in the right mood. Zuko's kind of weird, and Mako is pretty quiet. Mako immediately gets mad whenever I try to take his glasses, so I do that a lot. As usual, Nico is always fooling around. He won't take anything serious. Actually, he seems sad not to have you around anymore. Were you guys good friends? I helped them all out with their chores, and they actually paid me a little for it, so I'm sending the money to you. Please use it, big brother. I'll loan you my telescope for a little longer, but you have to return it to me eventually, okay? I'm doing fine here, so don't you worry. I'll take care of myself, so you be sure to take good care of yourself. Good luck, Errol. And we get 20 rupees, which we most certainly will be spending. Yeah, they make that incredible chart cash on delivery to make sure you know that you have to have the wallet upgrade before you can do this next part of the quest. While I'm here, just gonna snap a quick picture while I've got a good shot. Alright. This is Mila. She was one of the captured girls. Take off. Go away. Well, guess we'll go away. She'll run away, and there's 2 ways you can do this quest. One way is you can follow her, but that's a little dangerous. If you get too close, then she'll run away, and you have to wait till the next night to do this. Or you could just come over here. She's coming over here. You can just wait for her. And since we're going to be doing nothing but waiting, I'll cut to when she starts coming. Here she comes. You'll know it's safe when you hear a sad... That's actually probably fine. Yeah, when you start hearing that heartbeat sound, you know you're safe. You startled me. What do you want? My heart is racing. You scared me. Wait, are you... the kind of creep who goes around at night scaring people? That's just plain mean. Just who do you think you are, anyway? You always have to choose the top choice, and if at any point you choose the bottom choice, she runs away immediately and you need to wait till the next night. I'm an ally of justice. Oh, what? An ally of justice? I'm not a thief, I swear. I haven't stolen anything. Well, yet. Please let me go. It was just an impulse. That's all. Just a bad idea. Why won't you say anything? Does this mean you're mad at me? Could you at least listen to the circumstances in my life that led up to this moment? Please, you owe me that much. Sure. I was once the richest little debutante in this town. Did you know that? But one day a monstrous bird came and took me away to a terrible place called the Forsaken Fortress, where I was locked up and held captive. Oh, it was awful. My father spent every last rupee in his coffers in an attempt to get me rescued. That's right, every last bit of our family fortune gone. That was when my life of poverty began. Now, every day, from morning until night, I'm busy working for the open-air shop. So, as you can see, at least I'm trying to settle into my poor lifestyle. Doesn't that just tug at your heartstrings? What do you say about the tragic events in my pitiable life? That's terrible. And to make matters worse, for some reason, I still can't figure out that slob Maggie, who was the poorest girl in town, suddenly got filthy rich. Maggie, of all people. It makes me so mad that I want to do something terrible. Grr. Do you understand my plight? Very well. Then you'll let me go? Unfortunately, no. But why not? Because I'm honest. It's true. I know I'm quibbling over nothing, but being so poor weakens a person's very soul. But it's time I quit making silly excuses for myself. Thank you so much. Thanks to you, I didn't have to sink down to the level of a common thief. I will never do anything like that again. Ah, what an amazing feeling. I've let all of my worries out of my heart. Wow, I actually feel refreshed. Let me at least thank you. Please take this. You got an empty bottle. Set it to and use it with Y, Z, or X. And we've got our second bottle, which is great. We can put a fairy in it. Don't look at me like that. I didn't steal it. It washed up on the shore, so I picked it up. Don't tease me like that. It's a tiny bottle made of crystal clear glass. It's so beautiful. I wish my soul could be that beautiful. Oh, what am I saying? When you live in poverty, you can say the cheesiest things without blinking an eye. So, I guess I should go soon. My father will start worrying. Goodbye, little ally of justice. And good luck to you. Bye. Thanks for tonight. And there we go. That was the quest that I tried to do before I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. I don't think there's anything left to do here at night. So let's get in position for our next quest. And turn it to day. Technically we could do another thing at night, but we need it to be day anyway, so we might as well just wait. Alright, time to empty out our Picto box. I've got a round pale thing. Ooh, that's right. That certainly is the pictograph I'm looking for. The correct answer is exactly what you've shown me, the full moon. Unrequited love may have twisted me up inside, but I can still find peace when I gaze at the timeless moon. And of all her phases, I particularly love gazing at the full moon. I know I caused you a lot of trouble, but thanks. I really mean it. I want you to have this for all your efforts, just a little reward for easing the pain of this troubled heart. And we got a treasure chart. Just a neat little quest. It does mean that you have to pay attention to the phases of the moon, and I actually didn't realize for the longest time there is no new moon. This supposedly has a spot on it that marks where some sunken treasure lies. I don't have a boat, so I can't leave this island to go look for it anyway. Tonight I'll be asking the night sky to help you find the treasure. Best of luck! Don't worry, we most certainly will find it. Whether or not we find it soon is another story, but we will find it. We will be finding it... Where is that? Is that the Forsaken Fortress? No. Is that Forest Haven? That's Forest Haven. We'll probably be finding it sooner rather than later. Let's talk to Mila while we're here. Oh, hi! We meet again! What? Of course. Honestly, I'm working. How dare you suggest that? Looks like we're gonna have to add her dialogue when you haven't met her to the Things We Missed bonus video. I'm done with all that sneaking around in the dark. In fact, I head off to a faraway island to work in the evenings now, so I won't be seeing you at night anymore. Alright? Well, alright. Now, you're keeping me from doing my job, so could you please step aside? This way to the only stall with extra fun, happy things for sale. Step right up. Please stop by. Well, that's all we've got to do with Mila. What do you say we go talk to her father while we're here? Also, I think everybody on Windfall Island probably has different things to say now that we've been to the Forsaken Fortress. The sea is a fine thing to be sure, but it's not until I get back to town again that I can really relax, know what I mean? And when I see the area around this fine-looking gate we got here, well, that's when I really start feeling good. Yeah, that gate in particular just says, "At long last you're home, boy." I suppose that's the feeling I'm talking about. That coming home feeling. Yeah, we're gonna talk to everybody again. Looks like this is gonna be a Windfall Island episode. You know, laddie, if I had to give myself a title, it'd be Know-It-All Sailor. I'm wise, learned, experienced. Go ahead, ask me anything you want to know about the sea. I know it sounds kind of odd for me to say this about myself, but you should know that my mood changes with the wind. I'm a whirlwind of emotion, laddie. But don't let that stop you from asking me anything you want to know. Ask away. Can you actually ask him things? Not many know of it, but there's an island of ice far to the south. It's said to be wrapped in a biting blizzard so nasty it can freeze visitors solid in their tracks. But there's said to be a great treasure hidden there amongst the savage snows, or so the sailors tell. What? You already got that treasure? You can't be serious, laddie. So, does his advice change when I change the wind? I've never actually done this before. Let's take a look. The wind's blowing south, and he talked about the south. So maybe he'll talk about the north now. Or maybe that was coincidence. Right now the wind is blowing to the north. Say, that reminds me, there's an island to the north that blasts out mighty gusts of wind. A mysterious place. No one can get near it. It's like the very breath of the earth is gushing out from the bellows of the world. I tell you, laddie, that's no average wind. I don't think anyone could fight through that wind, not unless he were a real hefty bloke. Even a guy like me would be blown back like a feather, and I'm a burly sort. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so this does change with the wind. I never knew about this. I wonder how many people know about this. I'm really glad I get to show off little things like this. This makes me happy. Let's do the cardinal directions first, and then we can do the, there's a name for them, I can't think of them right now. So, the wind blows east, does it, laddie? Have you seen the mountain far to the east of this island? The volcanic isle that spews molten lava? Oh, not a nice place. Legend tells of a powerful treasure that lies waiting for one who can brave the very bowels of the earth and lay claim to it. That tale's famous amongst us sailors. That treasure, if the rumors are true, it can turn you into a titan. It bestows so much strength upon you, you could lift stones the size of small islands, laddie. That is true. And let's blow the wind to the west. Let me see if I can guess what he's going to say. I suspect he's going to talk about mother and child isles. The wind is blowing west today, laddie. West. There's a mighty interesting island due west of here. So there is. There's a gigantic cannon on it, and it's manned by a suspicious-looking bloke. Rumor has it he's got something mighty peculiar that he's showing off there. I sure wouldn't mind taking a gander at whatever it is myself, laddie. Spectacle Island? Can't say I was expecting that. Alright, let's do the directions that are in the middle of the cardinal directions. Like I said, I'm sure there's a name for it, but I just can't think of it right now. Well, west from here is the Fairy Island. So the wind is blowing to the northwest now, is it? Interesting, laddie. Now that I think about it, there's a strangely magical island northwest of here. It's the kind of place that feels like it came straight out of a fairy tale. Why, I've even got mates who claim to have seen fairies on that island, but who knows whether they're telling the truth or not. The boys are prone to boasting a wee bit. Yep, Fairy Island. Alright, I'm trying to think what is to the northeast, and I can't think of it right now. So the wind is blowing to the northeast? A nor'easter, is it, laddie? You know, when you're out at sea at night and you take a look at the sky, the stars are just amazing. In fact, when the weather is fair, you can see the Big Dipper up there. I don't know why that just sprung to mind, to tell you the truth. You can see the Big Dipper anywhere, not just northeast of here. I'm guessing that's a star island, then. Alright, just 2 more left. I can't think of what's to the southwest and the southeast offhand. Well, no, the southeast, I think, is another fairy island, if I remember correctly. So the wind blows to the southeast, does she? Southeast. Now that I think about it, I recall seeing the strangest of houses on a lonely little isle to the south. It seemed downright out of place to me, laddie. I don't know what kind of fool goes building a cabana in these treacherous seas, but whoever did it has got some nerve, I tell you. Oh, the cabana? That's not what I was expecting. And maybe Great Fish? Or maybe Tingle Island? Which we could go to at any time, but there's a reason I'm not going there yet. You know, laddie, I've seen some odd things, but nothing so odd as this one island. It was far, far to the south of this town, and it was home to this humongous head. I've got to say, laddie, it looked to me like that head was on watch. Like there was something that it was guarding. Maybe something below it. But I never confirmed my suspicions. That stone head was so heavy I almost threw my back out trying to move it. You'd need unnatural strength to lift that thing. Stone Watcher Island. Of all the places to tell me about, that's not one I would have expected. I think what I'm going to do for this episode is, especially since we've got to talk to everybody, I think I'm just going to make this a Windfall episode, and it'll just be as long as it needs to be. Anton. I tell you, every time I walk by, she kind of gives me that look. You know that look I'm talking about. What do you suppose that look could mean? Well, that is another quest that we will take care of soon. And who might you be? Why do I get this strange feeling that we've met before? It's you. The little boy who promises big promises and then fails to deliver on them. Too bad you couldn't save my daughter. Fortunately, not everyone in this world fails to deliver. As it turns out, my dear Mila was saved by a group of kind pirates. The pirates had a leader. Tetra, I believe she said her name was. I was most grateful. She did demand a rather hefty reward, though. Thanks to them, my fortune has vanished. We've hit rock bottom. But my little Mila is alive and home safe where she belongs, so I can't complain. A daughter is more important than money. Good attitude. Being poor must be pretty rough. You take one look at me and that's the first thing you think, isn't it? I ask you, why is that? Sure, the days can get kind of tough, but good things still happen, don't they? Money doesn't make the sun shine, you know. Just recently, my missing daughter, Mila, was returned to me. I didn't think I could ever feel more joyful. But then she went and started working at the shop to help out with our tight family finances. What a trooper. Could that girl be any more of an angel? Although, I do worry about how she always seems to sneak out at night. Is there any shop in this town that's open at night? The look in your eyes seems to imply that you have something to say. Well, what is it? Are you suggesting that I should go to work too? Ow, but oh, my back has truly been hurting me of late. Really, just aching. If I were 20 years younger. Well, looks like he's had mostly an attitude adjustment. Let us talk to this guy here. Not that bad. This is one way that we can use up skull necklaces. Hey, just so you know, if you ever have money issues, I give good financial advice. You come talk to me anytime, chum. I may not look rich, but I've got plenty of cash. Hey, just so you know... alright, I'm not totally sure how you're supposed to know to do this. Oh, chum, that's a skull necklace. I collect these things. But how'd you know that? I can sell these for huge profits at antique stores, which reminds me, there's something I want to talk to you about, chum. Could you give me 3 of these? If you do, I'll let you play a really fun game. I'll give you 3. I didn't realize it was only 3. Thanks, chum. I'm happy to take them off your hands. Alright then, now I'll let you play my little game. It's called Piggy Sitting. I've let 3 pigs loose on this island. You have to bring them all back to me within 2 minutes. If you do a good job, I'll pay you for your trouble. Are you ready, chum? Absolutely. Alright, bring them all to me within 2 minutes. Starting now. Ready? Go! Alright, let's find some pigs. We've seen these guys around the island, but now we need to catch them. There's another one. Oh, that's right, they fart. I forgot about that. Hey, what are you doing lollygagging around? There's only 1 minute and 38 seconds left. There we go. Oh ho, the first one arrives. You got 1 minute and 30 left, chum. Lucky for me, I know where they are. I wouldn't necessarily call this a super fun game. But, well, it's a thing to do, and therefore I must do it. I forgot that it was so cheap to do this. That means that we are going to have enough skull necklaces to do the other thing. The second one shows up. Well, chum, there's only 1 minute and 7 seconds left. That should be enough time. The last pig is over here, I believe. Yes. Yeah, that's more than enough time. Alright, all we gotta do is bring this little guy back, and we will be done with this minigame forever. I will not be doing it again. It's not particularly the best way to make money. Wow, you found the third one. Nice work. Well, chum, you win. Oh yeah, I guess a promise is a promise. I owe you a little pocket change, don't I? Alright, hold out your hand, chum. You got a purple rupee. Technically, this is a better return. Oh, but still, cripes. How can my little piggies lose like that? They must be out of shape. Time for an exercise regimen. Things won't go so easy for you next time. Technically, this is a better way to make money than the other thing you can do, but it takes a while, and it's frankly kind of boring. There are better ways to make money. Let's check out the bomb shop, now that the pirates have put this guy in his place. Welcome, yes, welcome to you. Welcome to the bomb shop. Go on now, use the control stick, look around, tell me what you like today. Now, I don't like to brag, but aren't these just the finest bombs you've ever seen in your entire life? Real fine and real cheap. Yes, kindness is our policy here. We're the bomb shop for the world. We're always ready to serve. Yep, bombs are now completely reasonable. But we don't need to buy any right now. At least I don't think we need to. Nah, we find enough bombs out in the overworld that we don't care. I just wanted to show you that now that the pirates have scared that guy, you can actually buy bombs for a reasonable price. You need to have bombs before you can buy bombs. That's basically what the deal is.